Most people think the biggest problems in their lives come from doing the wrong things, bad decisions, bad habits, bad impulses. But Leo Tolstoy, one of humanity's greatest observers, believed the real danger wasn't in our mistakes, it was in our tolerance. What we allow, what we quietly accept, what we endure without ever questioning it. Tolstoy wrote that people spend decades trying complicated strategies to improve their lives, while ignoring the simplest move that would change everything. Stop participating in the things that make life bad. It sounds obvious, it isn't. Because human beings aren't driven by logic, we're driven by patterns. And patterns are comfortable, even when they hurt. We're creatures who will cling to the familiar pain over the unfamiliar possibility. We'll stay in places that drain us because leaving feels like admitting the truth we don't want to face. So let me ask you something. How much of your stress, your anxiety, your exhaustion, your disappointment comes from things you could simply stop doing? Stop answering that person's messages. Stop pretending alcohol isn't flattening you emotionally. Stop staying trapped inside because you're afraid of change. Stop investing energy in people who wouldn't notice if you disappeared tomorrow. Tolstoy's rule is brutal because it's simple. If something makes your life worse, stop doing it. Not later. Not after you've mentally prepared. Not after the situation settles. Now. Because most suffering doesn't come from one catastrophic event. It comes from erosion, the slow decay of self-respect, the slow wearing down of your inner voice, the slow acceptance of lives that don't fit us. You don't drown because you fall into the water. You drown because you stay there. And most people stay, not because they're weak, but because they're unconscious. They're half asleep in their own lives. They've normalized the noise, the chaos, the heaviness, the constant background stress. They think it's just how life is. It's not. It's what they've allowed. Here's the truth Tolstoy understood. A good life isn't built by adding more. It's built by removing what doesn't belong. Remove the habits that fog your mind. Remove the foods that drain your energy. Remove the relationships that shrink your confidence. Remove the environments that trigger the worst parts of you. Remove the beliefs that tell you you're not capable of more. You want clarity? Cut. You want strength? Cut. You want peace? Cut. You want direction? Cut the distractions that keep you lost. Because eliminating one destructive pattern will do more for your happiness than adding 10 positive ones. This is why Tolstoy's rule hits so hard. It forces you to look at your life honestly, without excuses, without the comforting lies you've been telling yourself. It makes you ask, what have I been tolerating because I'm afraid of what life would look like without it? Maybe it's the relationship that's been dead for years. Maybe it's the job that crushes you a little more every day. Maybe it's the identity you've outgrown but are scared to release. Maybe it's a habit you keep managing instead of eliminating. Human beings have a strange relationship with suffering. We get attached to the very things that hold us down. But the Tolstoy Rule cuts through all of that. Stop doing the things you already know are wrong for you. Stop managing them. Stop negotiating with them. Stop fitting your life around them. Just stop. When you remove what hurts you, the space that opens up is enormous. And in that space, clarity appears, energy returns, direction comes back, your identity resets. People don't change because they add something new. People change because they finally let go of what's been holding them back. And that's the real power of the Tolstoy Rule. It gives you permission to walk away, permission to say no more, permission to stop explaining and start choosing, permission to reclaim the life you were supposed to be living. Stop participating in the things that make your life bad, and watch how fast life becomes good. This is the Tolstoy Rule. Simple, harsh, uncomfortable, true. Apply it without mercy, and your life will transform faster than you ever believed it could. You deserve better, you're worth more. Tell yourself this and believe it because it's true. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's continue the journey together in the next video. Cold fire theory. Pain is the match. Discipline is the fire.